4 minutes, 21 seconds left in the third period. 3-3 is the score. Joel Otto comes to center ice for the U.S. Tony Granato is on the left side. Joe Mullen is on the right wing. They have 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the game in Quebec City, and it's 3-3, Canada and the Soviet Union. Canada can finish on top with a tie. Finish a point ahead of the U.S. should this game end in a tie. Joel Otto barrels into the defenseman, Numminen. They exchange some words as Granato's backhander is turned aside. Joe Mullen trying to break up the finished play, but now they get it out to Curry. Curry to Ruutunen. Goes in deep. Centers one back. Here's Jari Kurri with it. Curry to Ruutunen. It's knocked away by Suter. And Joe Mullen comes up ice with a pass to Granato. Granato to Otto. He's given it back to Granato, and it was just wide. Oh, wow. Another big chance at the other end of the ice. Curry has it here for Finland. His pass picked off. Greg Janney sets up the play. Carries the puck over the line. Can't slip it through Lume. And up with it here is Teppo Numminen. His pass is to right wing. Ojanen through Curry. Lume recontrols outside the blue line, then turned it over. And Doug Brown starts the play for the U.S. This is Brian Leetch. Leetch off the left side. Shoots. That's just wide of the net. Ruutu open on the left side for the Finns. Makes the pass out. Lume carries it across the line. At the center one, just wide. He had a man moving in neatly. Couldn't get it to him. Brian Leetch flips it up ahead. Lume traps it inside the Finnish blue line, but plays it through Petri Skriko. Now Eric Weinrich with the feed to Janney. Doug Brown spots Miller moving in along the left wing boards. Lume picks him up. Chases it back to the goal. It's still centered. The man coming late is LaFontaine. He scores!
Building for a storybook ending, Pat LaFontaine. He scored a lot of goals in his young career. What a beautiful wrist shot. Lume made a mistake in not tying up the forward of Team USA. Pat LaFontaine coming off the bench. They were changing, skated in, grabbed the loose puck and wristed it into the top right-hand corner.
A goal at 17:27 of the third period. LaFontaine's third of the 1991 Labatt Canada Cup. He had a game winner here against the Soviets Saturday night. We'll see if this one stands up. Olchak has cleared the puck into the center ice zone. There's less than a minute to go in that game at Quebec City. Still 3-3, Canada and the Soviet Union. If it ends that way, and the U.S. should win here, Canada and the U.S. would be tied in points. But because Canada beat this U.S. team 6-3, Canada would get first place. The U.S. would finish second. Finland would be third and Sweden fourth, meaning that the U.S. and Finland would play again Wednesday night at Hamilton, Ontario in a sudden death knockout game.
Fans giving Pat LaFontaine a round of applause. LaFontaine sharing his happiness with his coach, assistant coaches, and teammates as they take a one-goal lead into the last 2 minutes of the hockey game.
Miller and Suter get the assists on the goal. It was 3-1 at the end of the first period, 3-2 at the end of the second. Midway through the third period, the score was 3-3, and now LaFontaine has made it 4-3. We have 1 minute and 49 seconds remaining in the third period at Chicago Stadium. Ikonen dropped it back. Numminen to Ruutunen. He'll shoot it in well wide of John Van Beesbrook. It came to the front of the net and is covered by the Beezer. 1 minute and 33 seconds left.
Ikonen complaining to the linesman and the referee, getting sticked by Jeremy Roenick.
Let's remind the fans again, Ed, that the semifinals start on Wednesday. The teams that finish second and third meet on Wednesday. The teams that finish first and fourth will meet on Thursday. And then the two winners will meet first on Saturday at Montreal. Next Monday, a week from tonight, the second game would be played in Hamilton, Ontario. And if a third game is necessary, it too would be in Hamilton on Wednesday, the 18th of September. And the NHL players involved with the 16s then have a week off before they're required to report to their respective teams. Final week of training camp at the beginning of the season, we hope. Oh, long shot from the point got through. Now Modano plays the puck up ahead. Off left wing is Tony Granato. His shot is into the pads and covered by Tammy.
Excuse me, Jay. Jukka Tammy again demonstrating how good he is with his feet. Quick break out. Modano, Granato breaking up the ice very quickly with Jeremy Roenick.
That was the story on Ketterer, too, the other goaltender. Good feet, quick.
There's the shot. Look at him use his feet just to trap the puck. And he hangs on to it. Team USA putting the Finns back in their own end of the ice. As far as the goaltending in the third period, John Van Biesbroek has been the story. 4 times the Finnish team have been in all alone on him, and 4 times he beat them.
Jeremy Roenick on the face-off. Won the draw. Granato into the high slot. Chase back before giving it to Leach. Lets one go. Blocked in front. That may have hit Roenick. Granato gets it away. Only to have it turned aside. Mike Modano. Leachley off the boards. Look at this move. Sets up Granato. I thought he had, but Lume really smartly reached in and recovered the puck with a minute to go in the third period. Here's Jari Kurri. Will the Finns pull the goaltender? They can't right now. It's Modano's forechecking. Knocked it away from Kurri. Jeremy Roenick goes to the board. Right up with Teppo Numminen. The puck pops loose. Mike Modano feeds the blue line. Suter recovers at center ice. He's giving it to Granato. Snaps it down the boards. Finns hemmed in with 36 seconds left. Numminen handles the puck. Hammy stays on the ice. Tikkanen moves through center ice into the U.S. zone. Tikkanen gets knocked off the puck. Barry Suter can't control it. Ruutu has it. Now the Finns get the extra man on the ice, but the U.S. comes up with the puck in an empty net. Gary Suter, no! That's an icing call automatically.
Close call as Suter let it go. The puck was bouncing and rolling on him.
They're into the final stages of the game in Quebec City. Let's get you updated on the action between Canada and the Soviet Union.
To go now. Desjardins, Canada one last chance they look for, but Fedorov brings it out. 2 seconds to go. He's tied up across the line, turned back, and it's going to be a 3-3 tie between Team Canada and the USSR this night at Le Calaisie in Quebec City.
And Billy Ranford with another fine game. Both goaltenders were strong in this game.
And there's the story. And here in Chicago, a timeout has been called by Team Finland. They'll have a face-off in the U.S. end of the ice. 15.1 seconds left. And we'll have an opportunity, or at least they'll try, to get a tie in this game. Now, again, I remind you that if the U.S. holds on to win here, they will have 8 points. Canada has 8 points. But Canada went through the tournament undefeated, 3-0-2, while the U.S. would be 4-1. Canada, because of their victory over the U.S., 6-3, will finish first and play Sweden in the opening round. Or I should say the semifinal. That would be on Thursday night. Now the timeout has expired. And Pentti Ratikkanen has set out Järvenpää, Numminen, Tikkanen, Kurri, Ruutu, and Lume.
Most important thing here for the Team USA, Jigs, is to win the faceoff. If they don't, every player has an assignment. If they do, they have an assignment. But more importantly, if they don't win it, then they know exactly where they have to go. And that's what Coach Tim Taylor, he's up on the bench yelling. And he's trying to tell Eddie Olczyk to get over on the boards.
Joel Otto against Christian Ruutu on this important faceoff. Linesman Ray Scapinello talks to Ruutu. Otto had to put his stick down first, did. Beesbrook plays it up along the boards. Otto gets it out of the zone. 8 seconds left. Heikkinen quickly up the middle. Hatcher had it, lost it. Here's Numminen. He shoots. That missed the net. 2 seconds left, and Mullen clears the zone. It's all over. Team USA beats the Finnish team 4-3.
A successful Canada Cup. Jay Leach on the right. Tim Taylor congratulating his coaching staff. Mike Eaves is back there. The players, what a happy crowd. The most successful Canada Cup so far in the round robin portion. Jay Leach on the left. Tim Taylor, he has to feel so relieved.
Now let's join Harvey Wittenberg for the ceremonies here at the naming of the players of the game.
Labatt USA for the Labatt Player of the Game Awards. The Labatt Player of the Game for Team Finland is number 10, Esa Tikkanen. He'll receive an Inuit carving courtesy of Canadian Tire. And the Labatt Player of the Game for Team USA will receive a Canon Futura camera is number 29, Joel Otto.
Joel Otto for Team USA. It's a Tikkanen for Team Finland, and a big night for John Van Beesbrook. His first taste of action in the round robin portion of this Labatt Canada Cup. He was outstanding as the U.S. wins 4-3. This is the 1991 Labatt Canada Cup. Team Finland here at Chicago tonight. Their 4th win in 5 games in the round-robin tournament for the Labatt Canada Cup. And as a result of the win and Canada's tie, they end tied in points. Canada with 8, record of 3-0-2. Then the United States 4-1-0. Finland will finish 3rd, Sweden 4th. The Soviets and the Czechs are eliminated from the round-robin. So it will be a semifinal matchup of Canada and Sweden on Thursday, the U.S. and Finland on Wednesday night, right here. The U.S. will meet Finland again, and then the following night in Toronto, the Swedes and Canada. And a successful U.S. coach, Tim Taylor, under very trying conditions, has taken this U.S. squad to some lofty heights. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Eddie.
Tim, I suppose there's a lot of emotions running through your head. I wonder, is there any one that's more prevalent than the other right about now?
Well, you know, I think we're still thinking of Coach Johnson and what this all means to him, and we're there's so many things that happen in the course of a hockey game and in the course of the day that make us all think of Bob. And I'm not trying to be melodramatic here, but he's so much a part of this team and our whole effort. And being in Chicago here, I went shopping with him the last time we were here before he got sick, and I remember him buying a suit, sending it back to the Pittsburgh Penguins office, and all those memories keep running through our minds. I know he's so happy for us in our finish, and I think that's the dominant emotion in all of us.
When I think about the finish, Tim, I think about the heart-stopping moments in the 3rd period. John Van Beesbrook, I think he had 7 shots on goal leading up to that particular flurry where there were 3 breakaways. He stopped them all, and another one later on.
Yeah, they're a dangerous team. Finland's a dangerous team, and they've always been difficult for us to play against. They have a couple of real good players that make it very, very difficult to contain. They're very, very difficult to contain, and we got it a little reckless there for a while, and I'm afraid we had to count on Johnny. I'm so happy for him. He's been waiting for his time to shine, and he was a huge part of this victory. It was a very difficult time for any goaltender, to play, but particularly Johnny, who hadn't played in four games.
Tim, we appreciate your candidness, and your availability throughout this entire round-robin tournament. It's much appreciated. Good luck in the game against Finland again on Wednesday night.
Thanks, fellas.
It took a heart-stopping moment for Team USA to pull this one out. The winning goal coming at 17:27 of the third period. LaFontaine just off the bench at the top of the circle. Beats Katami with that goal. Assist to Miller and Suter. And the United States has defeated Finland by a score of 4-3. This is the 1991 Labatt Canada Cup. From Chicago, the 1991 Labatt Canada Cup has been brought to you by Labatt's Blue. Now you're laughing. Our thanks to all the crew here at Chicago Stadium. For Ed Westfall, I'm Jakes McDonald, reminding you that tonight the United States defeated Finland 4-3 and finishes with a record of 4 wins and 1 loss and a tie for first place in the Labatt Canada Cup.